Let's go to class na. So, today we'll start the discussion of Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is all about introduction to computing, how it is impacting our daily lives. And first, we have to define what is computing. I'm aware at this day and age, and since college students na kayo, very modern naman na yung living natin. So, everyone has encountered somehow at one point in their life a computer. So, alam niyo naman kung anong ibig sabihin ng computer. What is a computer? You have used computer during your high school when you were creating your research, creating documents, when you're accessing internet, creating your Facebook accounts. Computer yan is either a desktop or a laptop. And but somehow in information technology or BSIT, computing has a different meaning. Hindi siya yung bastang nag-online ka lang, nag-open ka ng computer, that's computing na. So, as defined by the ACM Computing Curricula 2005, computing means, in a general way, we can define the computing to mean as any goal-oriented activity requiring computers, benefiting from computers, or creating computers. So sabi ni ACM, computing is goal-oriented activity. Ibig sabihin, meron ka daw gustong i-achieve, meron kang gustong outcome, result, output na gumagamit ka ng computer, benefiting from a computer or creating computers. And also with that, ACM defined, ay, ang bilis naman, that computing also includes designing, building hardware and software systems for a wide range of purpose. So with that first statement, sabi ni ACM, we design and build hardware software system. So hardware and software system, that's an IT terminology. I hope hindi yan bago sa inyo. Can someone tell me an idea about hardware and software?
Ma'am?
Yes, Gerald.
Hardware, ma'am, ito po yung mga PC na ginagamit, keyboard, mouse na nahahawakan po natin. Tapos yung software po is yung sa loob. Yun po yung system na ginagamit ng laptop or PC para sa mga ginagawa po natin.
Yung sabi mo nasa loob. Ay, tama ba nasa loob?
Opo, nasa loob po.
Okay, so yes, Gerald, thank you for your answer. So nahahawakan daw yung hardware and then software yung nasa loob na ginagamit natin. Pero minsan, nililiteral yung loob. Nasa loob ng system unit, yung pyesa ba yun, yung screw, yun yung nasa loob. Pero hindi. In English definition, do you remember ano ang English ng nahahawakan?
Tangible, ma'am.
Tangible.
Yes, Jairus?
Tangible po.
Tangible. Okay, so tangible, ibig sabihin na hawakan. Kabaliktaran ng tangible?
Intangible.
Intangible. Okay? So, in proper definition or English definition, hardware are the tangible parts, thank you, Jairus, tangible parts of a computer. Any part ng computer na nahawakan. Tangible. So, your monitor, keyboard, printer, mouse, ink, tangible parts. So, kabaliktaran nun is the software. Software are the intangible or hindi natin nahawakan. You can see them, you can feel them, pero hindi mo nahawakan. That's the meaning of intangible. So, yung nakikita mong PowerPoint slide, yung Zoom application, nakikita natin yan, pero hindi natin nahawakan. So, those are the intangible parts or the software. Okay? Maliwanag tayo doon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So ano daw ginagawa natin sa mga yon? Computing means we design and build hardware systems. We design and build software systems. That's part of a computing activity. Okay? Next, computing means processing, structuring, and managing various kinds of information. Palitan ko nga yung video. Wait lang para hindi nyo nakikita yung ano. Okay. Better. So, yan. So, processing, structuring, and managing information. So, ano ba? Since ang course natin is information technology, our core or pinaka-heart ng course natin is information. Information is vital in our field. At ano nung ginagawa natin sa information na yon? We manage information, we process information, we structure information. And how do we do that? Using computers or technology. Okay? So that's an activity in computing. Also defined by ACM, computing means doing scientific studies and using computers. Okay? Sorry. So computers nowadays are being used in scientific studies, like fields in medicine. They combine their knowledge in medicine with technology to advance yung studies nila. Business, hindi lang siya plain business. They use technology na, they use computers. That's why we have e-commerce or online business. Education, entertainment. So other fields are incorporating computers or technology to advance their specific field. Okay. Next, making computer systems behave intelligently. So how do computer systems behave intelligently? So nowadays we have smartphone, smart tablet, smart computers. Minsan yung computer mas matalino pa sa user. Paano nangyayari yon? Samantalang yung computer, wala naman siyang natural brain. And how can a computer system behave intelligently? They behave intelligently because they are programmed to be that way. In short, tao lang din nag-set nun. Okay? So, if you could notice sa Google, when you try to search something, parang first 2 words pa lang, meron na siyang suggestions. And luckily, yung hinahanap mo, nandun. So, paano nangyari yon? Paano niya naisip mo kung anong hinahanap ko? Because of a series of searching, parang naiipon yung data, naiipon yung information, statistics, so nagkakaroon siya ng suggestions. So, ganun nagbe-behave or parang nagtithink na yung ating computer. They are programmed to think intelligently. That is called artificial intelligence or AI. Okay? So, that is also part of computing. Next, computing also is creating and using communications and entertainment media. So in communications, very widely used ang computing technology. It happens dati kapag gusto mong makapag-send ng balita or information, kailangan sulat. Noong unang-unang panahon pa, kailangan ikaw mismo maglakad ka papunta sa kabilang barangay. Iparating mo lang yung kailangan mo iparating. Okay? And then letters, telegram, telephone. So that's the evolution. And then after telephone, through calls, na-develop yung internet. So you can call now using computer. Just download a communications app, Skype, Facebook Messenger. Okay, so you can communicate through internet. That's technology of computing. Also in entertainment, our films, yung mga movies natin, they are aided or developed also through computers, like the animations, effects, CGI or computer graphics that is included in our films and or movies. Okay? And lastly, finding and gathering information relevant to any particular purpose. So similar with the managing information, through computing, we gather information, we find information, we manage information. And the list is virtually endless and the possibilities are vast. So that is the whole definition of computing by ACM. ACM will also be discussed later kung ano ba yung ACM, bakit sila yung kailangan mag-define ng computing. You will know more about that later on. Okay, so those are the activities under computing. And as defined also by ACM, computing or the computing field has 5 sub-disciplines. So we have computer engineering, computer science, information systems, information technology, software engineering, and information technology, and lastly, software engineering. So let's define the first one, computer engineering. Pakibasa, Ken Flyron.
Five sub-disciplines of the computing field according to ACM. Computer engineering typically involves software and hardware and the development of systems that involve software and hardware and communications.
Okay, thank you, Ken. So, if you can see the slideshow, we have 3 images dyan. One group is software, one group is hardware devices, and the last group is for communication devices. So for computing engineering, this involves development of hardware, development of software, and development of communications softwares. Also, the problem on how to design computers, how to communicate one computer to another computer. So ito yung mga pinoproblema ng mga computer engineers. And somehow computer engineering is overlapping with the next one, which is computer science. Though there are slight differences. Can you read the definition of computer science? Ian?
Computer science, currently the most popular of the computing disciplines, tends to be relatively broad and with an emphasis on the underlying science aspects.
Okay, thank you, Ian. So computer science, sabi niya broad. Most popular, it is complex. Also, the emphasis of computer science is the science aspect. What is the science behind computers? The science behind computing. If you can see the image there, makikita nyo 1010, puro numbers. Meron tayong math formula. So, bakit yun ba yung science behind computers? Relatively, yes. Ang pinoproblema ng mga computer science is kung paano mag-isip yung computer. Kung paano mag-communicate with the computer from the expert or human to computer. Paano sila nagko-communicate. Yung 10101 na nakita nyo, that is the binary system. Some of you are familiar with that. And binary system or binary language, ito lang yung naintindihan ni computer. So kung 10101 lang, how come kapag nagta-type tayo ng command, nagta-type tayo ng search, naintindihan ng computer yon. There are translation na nangyayari. So mag-type ka ng word dyan, ita-translate pa yan to 101 para ma-execute ni computer yung gusto mong command. Yung math formulas na yan, that's also included in computer science. Why? We consider the speed of computing. Kapag nag-create ka ng software, syempre kailangan effective yung speed niya. Okay? Yung size. Dati, bakit yung memory 1 gig parang ang laki na. Pero ngayon, yung 1 gig ang liit na. So, what is the science behind that? Computer science po yung mga namomroblema dyan. And similar with computer engineering and computer science, these are also courses in other schools. Okay? So, next is the information systems. Information systems, can you read the definition? Trixie May.
Information system. Essentially, this is computing in a organizational context, typically in businesses.
Thank you, Trixie. So, information systems, this is computing in organizational context. Anong ibig sabihin ng organizational context? Ang setting daw niya or environment niya is an organization. So typically, you can see organization in business entities or business establishment. So consider natin school. So school natin, aside from students, you have your teachers. Pero sa management, when we talk about the management, mag-uumpisa yan sa president, yung pinaka-head, vice president. And then for the we have basic education department, accounting department, the registration department, college department, so iba-ibang department. And then for college department, under ng vice president, we have the VPAA, Vice President for Academic Affairs or Director for Academic Affairs. Under ng VPAA, you have the deans. Then under the deans, hawak na yung mga faculty. So that is the organization. And if you can see the image there sa PowerPoint, people. Yun yung tinatawag natin people or the organization. And then for each department, basic ed, hindi siya pareho ng process or rules, regulations compare sa college. Iba rin yung treatment ng high school sa senior high. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin? Ang gagawin natin sa mga yun, dahil iba-iba sila, we have to consider everything. So, ito yung nakikita yung process sa information system. Same setting with supermarket like RCS. So, iba yung process ng pag-order. Halimbawa, wala na tayong stocks. Yung ordering department or procurement department, sila yung in charge na mag-order from suppliers, from Nestle, from San Miguel Corporation, sila yung order. Pag dumating na, yung stockroom ang mag-handle na ng goods, monitor niya. Stockroom din yung mag-iisip kung ilan yung ilalabas niya or i-display niya. So that's another process. And then pag i-display na or nasa labas na siya, nasa actual market na siya, so pag kinuha na ni customer, dadali niya sa cashier, that's another process. So these are the department, the people, organizational context, process considered in information systems. Plus, aside from that, the information system or IS includes information technology. And somehow, ito naman yung nag-overlap, IS and IT. So what is IT in definition? Pabasa, Ray.
Focuses on computing infrastructure and need of individual users, tend to involve the study of systems, perhaps just software system, but perhaps also system is support of learning of information dissemination.
Okay. Thank you, Ray, for information technology. Sabi niya, it focuses in infrastructure and the needs of individual users. Okay? It also involves study of systems. So yung mga systems na pinag-usapan natin dyan or software systems, ito yung mga inaaral ng information technology. And the activities or concepts included in IT are the following. You have communication, computer hardwares, database, internet, security, software design, application, network, server, support. So meron, halos pareho siya with IS, pero may slight difference. So this is the IT versus IS, or the difference between IT and IS. So IT is the study, design, implementation, support, management of data within the information system. That is why kung titignan nyo, it involves the system. We study the data within the information system. While IS refers to the entire set of information. Hindi lang yung data, but also the information system or the software. Not only the technology, but also people, process as well. Okay. So with this definition or with this differentiation, we can see that IT is just under the umbrella of IS, or under lang siya ng information systems. Okay. Next. Okay po ba tayo? Kapag may problema po tayo, just raise your hand, chat lang, multitasking tayo. Okay. Next, software engineering, a last of the 5 disciplines. So software engineering focuses on large-scale software system. Ito na yung malakihan system. Like yung ginagamit ng software ni, yes, magbibigay ka ng example, ma'am, nakalimutan mo pa. Si Start. Ano nga ba si Start? Anong ano ni Start?
Tony Stark.
O si Tony Stark, yes. Si Iron Man, thank you. Okay. Diba? That is a software. Large-scale software. Kasi pambaha, ano na siya. Aside dun sa superheroes, ano niya, needs niya. Diba? Yung buong bahay niya naka-control by software. So that's a large-scale software system. So software that's included in software engineering. Employ certain ideas from the world of engineering in building reliable software systems. Actually, personally, from what I see, software engineering is part of each of the first 4. Software engineering is done by computer engineers. Software engineering is done by computer scientists. Software engineering is also done by IS and IT experts. Not entirely sure why siya sineparate ng ACM. But of course, siguro yung for IS and IT, they're focused on business softwares, software engineering for specific type of softwares. But basically, the activities of software engineering like planning, analyze, design a software, you program or you build your software, and then you validate or test your software. Lahat din yan ginagawa no other 4 disciplines. Ginagawa ng computer science. Same process lang when you develop the software. Either computer scientist, computer engineer, IS ka, IT ka. Same stages lang or same process lang in developing a software or a system. And ito rin yung gagawin nyo in the future. Okay, so those are the 5 sub-disciplines in computing fields. Okay, what's next? Okay. So, kanya pa tayo ACM ng ACM. So, I introduce you now the ACM. ACM stands for Association for Computing Machinery. And basically, in simple terms, ACM is an organization. This is a club, a society for computer geeks. If we have ACM, other fields also have their own club. Like for engineering, they have IEEE or IEEE. Nurses, they have their own organization. Teachers, they have their own organization. And for ACM, this is a US-based international academic society. It is dedicated for the advancement of computing profession. So why do you think we need clubs for specific field? Hindi po pwedeng wala na lang. So these clubs or organization, they set the standards, they set the rules, ano yung mga legal, ethical issues, ano ba yung dapat, best practices. So sila yung nagsiset nun. And that's for worldwide. That's why ACM is the world's largest scientific and educational computing society. It has 100,000 students and professional members worldwide as of 2019. There are other organizations for IT, pero ACM yung pinakamalaki. And mostly, this is yung basis for IT education. Also, ACM provides high-quality publications. If may mga research sila or someone na member nila na merong significant research, they publish it. So, yun nagiging, siya yung nagsiset ng future. Sila yung nagsiset ng trend. They conduct conferences. Conferences could be local, national level, only in the Philippines or from what country, or it could be an international level. Of course, conferences about IT, about computing. Career resources, they provide careers from IT, they provide qualifications, ano ba yung kailangan ng, or qualifications ng para isang IT position. For an IT network engineer, ano ba yung kailangan na qualifications? For a programmer, senior level programmer, anong difference ng junior programmer, senior level programmer? So ACM defines yung mga qualifications sa yon. And also they have a digital library that caters for all its members. Okay? So yan po yung ACM. Also, ACM you will also encounter ACM pagdating ng thesis or research because they set the standards for research. The format of your research, the contents of your research, ACM din po yung basis natin. Okay, so now we define what is information technology. So as IT is a discipline under computing, so what is information technology? As ito yung center natin. So let's define information technology per word muna. So information is a stimuli that has meaning in some context for its receiver. So when we say stimuli, this is something that triggers your brain. Something that triggers your thinking. Okay? So if may nakita ka, that's a stimuli. Yung nakita mo, yung stimuli, masasend siya sa brain mo. So nakikita mo siya. Kapag nakahawa ka ng mainit, you feel. So that's a stimuli. It sends or it triggers your brain na, uy, mainit yung hinahawakan mo. May narinig ka, that's a stimuli. So information is any stimuli. So ang information, hindi lang siya textual. Pwede pala siya narinig, this information. Pwede pala siya malalasahan, this information. And it has meaning in some context for the receiver, kung sino yung nakaka-receive ng information na yun. When information is entered into and stored in a computer, it is generally referred to as data. So for IT experts or in computing, when information is pa-store pa lang siya or enter pa lang siya dun sa computer, data ang tawag natin doon. And then after processing, such as like formatting the data, we print the data, output data can again be perceived as information. So if you can see the illustration there, we treat, yung iba kasi, for common people, their treatment for data information, pareho lang. Data, information, kahit anong tawag mo dyan, pareho lang yan. Pero sa ating IT or computing experts, when we say data, ito yung information o yung mga bagay na papunta pa lang, pa-input pa lang kay computer. And then now, computer will do something with that information or with that raw data. Ipaprocess niya, i-manage niya, store niya, iba-iba yon. And then, after niyang gawin yung activity niya, magkakaroon siya ng output. And then yung output mo from raw data, that's what we call information. Okay? So that's the difference between raw data or data with information in IT terminology. Next, technology. Let us now define technology. So technology is a set of knowledge, skills, experience, and techniques. So ang technology pala, hindi lang pala siya machine. Hindi lang pala siya gadget. Okay? We can also consider knowledge, kung ano yung alam mo, as technology. Your skills and experience is considered as technology. And techniques or best practices as technology, through which humans change, transform, and use our environment in order to create tools, machines, products, and services. So we combine our knowledge, skills, experience, techniques, so we could set or create tools. We could create machines. We could create products or provide services that meet our needs and desires. So yan yung definition ng technology. Coming from the Greek word techne, technical, art, skill, and the second part of the word logos, meaning knowledge. So with this technology, we combine that with information. So what we do basically is we collect, gather, process information, store information, manage information using the technology available. So ganun ang tinatrabaho natin or pinoproblema natin when it comes to information technology. Like, for example, contact tracing ng COVID cases. Okay. So, sa Manila or sa Pilipinas, how do they contact trace yung mga possible na nahawaan na isang positive COVID case? So, ang gagawin nila, they interview yung nag-positive. Saan ka pumunta? Sino yung mga nakasalamuha mo? Do you remember them? Ano? And then, from the information na nakuha nila doon sa interview, iti-trace nila yon. Tapos yung susunod, na na-trace nila kung lumabas ba siya, may nakasalamuha ba siya, iba. So, it's a web na palaki ng palaki. How do they trace? Through interview, through calls. Parang manual tracing. That is a technology. It's a set of techniques. Yun yung technique nila for now. In other places like much modern countries, paano sila nagko-contact trace? They use phone application or mobile phone applications. Okay? So, di ba sa mobile phones, you have a GPS. They create an application and a software that could communicate from one cell phone to another. So, pagka nagbanggaan yung dalawang cellphone, parang na-tap na niya, oh, that's a trace na. Contact na yon para sa kanila. So, ganun, yun yung technology na ginagamit nila. So, technology, ibang-ibang level yan. So, ang ginagamit natin, it's still a technology, yet, if you compare it with other countries, ineffective siya. Ang tanong na lang natin, is it an effective technology? Is it the current technology? Or is it a futuristic technology? Okay? So, ganyan yung kino-consider natin when it comes to IT. Another example, when you go to supermarkets, or kahit anong tindahan. So, for other supermarkets, they have barcode reader, yung parang barel na nakikita nyo. Oh, binabarcode o nire-read nun yung barcode ng item. For other supermarkets, meron yung idadaan lang niya sa table, tapos meron siyang scanner sa baba, naka-embed doon. That's another technology. For other stores, ang ginagamit lang nila, pen and paper, lista-lista lang. That's their technology. Other calculators, other cash register. So, iba't ibang level ng technology yon. So, and what we consider kung we have a problem that we're trying to solve using IT, information, we collect the information given, and then you will check ano yung technology na applicable for that specific scenario. So, yan yung mga pinoproblema ng isang IT expert, which is matitest nyo din in the future. Okay? Okay. So, as defined by ACM, IT or information technology is the study of systematic approaches to select, develop, apply, integrate, administer, secure computing technologies to enable users to accomplish their personal, organizational, societal goals. So, very specific dyan yung computing technologies. Goals, what are your goals in developing the IT solution, the IT approach, okay? So, overall, yun lang din yung definition ng information technology. We have something, we are after a particular goal, an output, an IT solution using the computing technology that is available. Okay, uy, push na. So that ends our discussion for today. Yan na muna para hindi kayo ma-overwhelm. Yung diniscuss natin last time. First question, Greek word that means knowledge. Option 1, DM. Carpe, blue. Techne, yellow. Logos, green. Pili-pili na. O 20 seconds lang po to mga mahal. O 1. Mali na pala. Okay. Answer is... Anim sumagot ng Carpe. Answer is Logos. Knowledge, Logos. Okay. Jean got the correct answer. Number 2. IS stands for Industry Systems. Red.
Ma'am, pa-share naman po yung screen nyo, ma'am.
Ay, teka lang. Hindi nyo ba
Kayo po yung nalilitaw eh. Kayo po yung nakikita namin.
Sorry lang. Wait. Hindi ko alam yung post. Screen. Ayan. Blue, industry software. Yellow, information software. Green, information systems. Yung iba nakikita ata yung options. Okay. Practice lang naman to. Para next time, mas magaling na tayo maglaro. Hindi na tayo pinaglalaroan. Okay. Question, these are the intangible parts of a computer. Red, peopleware. Blue, tupperware. Yellow, hardware. Green, software. Oh, 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Tangible parts. Intangible. Very good. So, green, software, intangible parts. May umanswer pa ng tupperware. Panalo ka, te. Yun yung leading. Now, question number 4. ACM stands for Red, Association for Computer Masters. Blue, Association for Computing Machinery. Yellow, Association for Cooking Machinery. Green, Association for Cooking Masters. Okay. Marami nakasagot ng computing machinery. Very good. Okay, leading, Dasco. So, ang in-score niya is tamang sagot and speed. IT stands for, question number 5. Red, industry technician. Blue, information technology. Yellow, information technician. Green, industry technology. Okay. Buti naman wala sumagot ng ibang answer. Win. Okay, leading pa rin si Dasco. Question number 6. Output data or process data is called red, logos, blue, data, yellow, information, green, techne. Talaga ba? Okay, information is the answer. Process data. That's co-leading. Question number 7. These are the tangible parts of computer. Red, peopleware. Blue, hardware. Yellow, software. Green, Tupperware. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 16 hardware. Okay, manindigan tayo sa Tupperware. Sino ka nag-iisa ka? Leading pa rin po si Dasco. 8 out of 10. 8 question. It is the only language that the computer understands. Red, English. Blue, binary. Yellow, Odamde. Green, Filipino. Okay, correct. Binary. Filipino talaga, mga mahal. Last 2 questions. English. 9. It is not a software. Red, system unit. Blue, utility drivers and installers. Yellow, application programs. Green, OS. System unit. Correct, system unit. It's not a software, it's a hardware. Uy, may nagbagong nag-lead. 10 out of 10. Last question. Information entered into and stored in a computer is called red, techne, blue, logos, yellow, information, green, data. Okay. Data. Very good. And the winner is Mark Angelo. 69. 9 out of 10 nakuha niya. So before we discuss the continuation for chapter 1, let us pray the Dominican blessing. In the name of the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Sorry.
May God the Father bless us. God the Son lead us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us and give us eyes to see with, ears to hear with, hands to do the work of God with, feet to walk with, and mouth to preach the word of salvation. And may the Eter of peace watch over us and lead us at last to its gift of the kingdom. Amen.
Amen. And Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, kakapasok lang, nagloloko. Yes, Franz. Hello to the world. Okay. So, last time we have discussed or started chapter 1. I introduced ACM, subdisciplines in ACM. Also, in your Schoology, I have uploaded your chapter 1 PDF and the PowerPoint. Ano pa ba yung ano? Reminders lang doon sa mga bagong dating, mga late enrollees, you have a Google form. Please pakisulat po yung mga sinasabi ko. You have a Google form that you need to fill up. Nandun po yun sa FB page, FB group natin. To catch up with the discussion, download chapter 1 PDF in Schoology and also yung PowerPoint as your guide. Riza May de la Cruz, kapapasok lang. Franz, I will update your schedule later, attendance later. Okay. So we also have discussed information technology. Okay. So information technology, continuation. So yung technology comes from the root word or Greek word techne, which means technology, skills, art. Skills and art. And logos, which means knowledge. Tama? Information, anong kailangan tandaan? Raw data or data, ito yung information na papunta sa computer. And then once there are changes, computer will make changes on that data, will process that data. Magiging output is called information. So therefore, output data or process data is called information. So in information technology as defined by ACM, ito yung graphical representation niya according to IT Computing Curricula 2008. So they have devised kung ano yung mga kailangan or concepts in information technology. So the base is IT fundamentals. So that's why you have IT fundamental subject. You have a knowledge in computer, basic knowledge in computer, computing, computer operations, concepts, systems of computer, I mean different parts of a systems. So that's IT fundamentals. This is your basic or base. Okay? Makikita niyo yung drawing. Nakikita natin yung PowerPoint, tama? Next is you have the pillars. Ito yung pillars natin. I hope nakikita niyo po yung movement ng mouse. Ay, cursor. So we have 5 pillars. First is programming. Second is networking. Middle pillar is human-computer interaction or user experience. So human-computer interaction, in short, HCI. You have a subject also with this. This is an XM. Databases and web systems. So these 5 are the pillars of information technology. And on top, sakop niya lahat, information assurance and security. So if you can see, the roof covers everything, all of the pillars. So these are the important aspects that covers everything: information assurance and security and professionalism. So these concepts are the graphical representations or the concepts included in IT Computing Curricula. That's why most of everything, actually lahat yan are in your curriculum. So yun yung mga pag-aaralan natin in the next 4 years. Next. Okay. So driving forces through IT innovations. If you read your PDF, na-encounter nyo po yan. So we have mobile applications, social platforms, user experiences, IoT. IoT po yun, hindi IOT, no? Internet of Things is IoT, and big data, cybersecurity, automation. So these are the driving forces through IT innovations. So mobile applications, everyone knows that. Yung mga apps na ginagamit natin, o diba? Nag-online ka lang, may comedy bar ka pa. Mobile application, ito yung mga softwares or apps na nasa phone. Smartphone, smart tablet, anything that is mobile. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng mobile? Anyone? Mobile. Walang sasagot. ML10. What is mobile? Green-minded nyo. Ay naman. Dali na. What is mobile? Pag sinabi nating mobile, ano yung ibig sabihin ng mobile? Okay. Modified operation by integration limited in energy. Ang lalim naman nun, Franco. Smartphone is mobile. Yes. What else? I'm looking for a specific word. Starts with P. iPad is mobile. Yes. Okay. Do I portable device. So, ito nga, tinatype ko sana yung portable. Okay? So, mobile, ibig sabihin, when it comes to mobile devices, we are pertaining to portable devices. Do I ML10 Mamaya tayo mag-usap-usap. So, mobile applications, portable devices. So, your smartphones, portable. Tablet, portable. iPad, portable. Ibig sabihin, this is a device na pwede mong dalhin anywhere, at any location. Laptop is portable. System unit, yung desktop, it's not really portable kasi it's not to go. Parang punta ka ng school, dala mo yung buong desktop mo. Diba? Hindi pwede yun. So that's why for portable, portability, we prefer laptop. Okay? So mobile applications. So lahat ng portable devices that yung mga applications na ginagamit natin doon on those portable devices, this includes mobile applications. Next driving force is social platforms. So social platforms integrates social technologies with business. If you could notice, very vital, pag meron kang company or you have a business, it's very vital or important that you have a social platform. You have a page, Facebook page, you have Instagram. Why? Because your market is mostly online or internet savvy, internet or netizens. So, hindi na po uso yung ang market mo, parang nagko-collect ka ng customers sa streets, hindi na ganon. Mas dumadami yung market mo if you have online promotions, if you have online marketing. That's why a social platform is a driving force now. Minsan sa mga big companies, they have a department for this. Sino ang in charge sa marketing? Sino ang in charge sa social media? Yung mga ina-upload sa social media? Yung content? Okay, so those are included in social platforms. Next driving force, user experience. When you say user experience, dati or the conventional, the usual user experience, click, menu, like yung nakikita natin sa desktop. So those are the user experience. Pero ngayon, dahil sa mobile devices, yung mga user experience natin, nadagdagan na. So you have touch, you have gesture, yung pag-shake lang ng inyong mobile device, voice, gaze tracking, and AR. So what is AR? Somebody knows what is AR? Lahat ang nakakalam ng AR. AR stands for, may idea ka kayo about AR? Anyone? Mga nag-google na itong mga to eh. Nasasayang yung ML10 ko. So AR is augmented reality. So if may example of augmented reality, okay. Example of augmented reality, yung pagka mag-take ka ng selfie, tapos ang background mo is artista. So hindi na siya ini-edit, parang parang ano na siya, tawag dito, filter na siya. It can be a selfie, it can be a video. So that is augmented reality. Okay? So that is user experience as well. So parang feel na feel mo, kasama mo yung idol mo, kasama mo si Ivana, okay? Mga ganon. Next, Internet of Things, IoT, and Big Data. So Internet of Things, if you could notice, all devices, ref, aircon, Hindi lang phones, hindi lang laptop, other devices, other appliances could be connected to the internet, can be managed using internet. So that's Internet of Things. So we combine data analytics and cloud computing to build industrial apps. Okay? So aside from industrial apps, this is also evident sa mga home appliances, Internet of Things. You also have this subject when that's third year na. Okay? Advanced subject na to. Again, that is next is driving force cybersecurity. So with the complexity and the range of internet and computing, cybersecurity is also an important driving force. So in cybersecurity, this includes firewalls and virus scanners. So if you have a system or a software that you need to protect against hackers, against malwares, against scanners, you have to consider firewall, you have to consider an antivirus, and then you prevent attacks or cyber attacks. If it happens na merong incident of cyber attacks, you have to check all aspect ng software mo, hindi lang yung isang part, as in lahat, kung ano yung mga na-compromise na information. Okay, so Trojan is a type of virus. Okay? Alam niyo yan. You'll know more in ITF regarding malwares, viruses. Okay? Automation. And the last driving force, robots and computers that are capable of automating cognitive capabilities. So when it comes to automation, ibig sabihin ng automation parang automatic, di ba? Dati, yung activity ng tao, yung ino-automate natin. Halimbawa, enrollment is an automation. Imbes na manual kayong pupunta sa school, manually, tapos mag-fill up kayo ng application form, enrollment form. Okay, ngayon hindi na. In-automate na natin, we use computer na. Okay, that's one concept of automation. Another concept of automation is you already have the software, pero we embed, yes, AI. Mas pinapabilis natin yung process niya, mas inaayos natin yung performance or optimizing the performance of your software. That's another concept of automation. So parang konti na lang yung thinking input ng user. Si computer na lahat or si software na lahat yung gagawa ng thinking process. That's the second concept of automation. Okay? So those are the driving forces through IT innovations. These are the current trends and will be continuing for the next years. If you could notice, nung hindi pa uso ang internet, wala pang yung mga yan. These driving forces, lalo lang silang lumaki or na-involve sa IT nung naging permanent na and fixed na and permanent yung internet natin. It's available to everyone. Nung hindi pa siya available to everyone, simple computer operations lang yung involvement programming, mga simpleng driving forces. Pero dahil available na internet to everyone, nadagdagan na rin yung mga concepts na included sa IT innovations. Okay, next. Okay, so IT careers, these are the IT positions, jobs that you may land into after graduation. So information technology can be divided into 4 central pathways, which are information support and services. Second, programming and software development. Third, network systems. and 4 web and digital communication. So ito yung mga categories or pathways na pwede mo natin puntahan when it comes to IT careers. So apat na ruta, apat na landas. So you can be, after graduation, you can be an information support or IT support or IT service. You can focus to programming and software development. You can focus to network systems, or you can focus to web development and digital communication. You can have all of those kung gusto mo, pero pagdating sa industry, isa lang yung focus ng trabaho mo. Either dyan sa apat na yon. Pero kailangan may knowledge ka. Before you graduate, may knowledge kayo dun sa apat na yan para marami kayong choices. Okay? Hanapin nyo kung ano yung strength nyo, saan kayo magaling. Okay? Sa design, sa programming, sa network, IT support. Okay? So, in this IT careers, let's discuss each first. So, information support and services. Careers in these fields are responsible for deploying and managing computer systems and software, providing technical support, and maintaining information system. So, ang ginagawa ng IT support, sila yung nagde-deploy ng computer system or nag-i-install ng software. Sila yung nagmamanage ng software. Kapag nagka-error yung software, they execute IT support or IT service. Also, they provide technical support and maintain the information system or the software. So your career title or IT title could be IT support or IT technician. So either you support the hardware and software, IT technician. Next, programming and software development. Careers in this field are responsible for planning, designing, updating, and managing computer software and systems through software programming and development. So, ang ginagawa ng programming and software development, kayo mismo yung gumagawa ng software. Kayo nag-create. You start from planning, you design, you develop, you program the software, and then maintain. How do you maintain? That's continuous yung pagde-develop mo ng specific software, kaya meron kayong updates. Kaya meron tayong version 1, version 2, version 3. Okay? Yun yung managing or continuous development. So programming and software development IT titles could be a programmer. You can be a programmer. You can be a system analyst. You can be a project manager. You can be a database designer. You can be a database administrator. You can be a game developer. Okay? So those are programming and software development. Next, network systems. So careers in these fields are responsible for designing, analyzing, developing, and implementing network systems. So when it comes to network systems, pinag-usapan natin is communication of computers, communications through computers. From one location to another location, either local network within a company, within a building, or over the internet from one country to another country. Okay, that's network systems. IT titles can be network engineer, network administrator, information security analyst, and other more. Mga examples lang yan. Next and last, out of the 4 IT careers pathways, this is web and digital communication. So careers in these fields are responsible for creation and production of interactive media, including digital and multimedia products. So if you could see, web is interactive. Ibig sabihin parang hindi lang siya PDF na nasa web browser. Our web pages or websites, interactive na siya. Ang dami nyo na nakikitang lumilipad-lipad dyan. Ang daming kulay, ang daming gumagalaw. So, That's web development. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng interactive. So, web development. Digital communication or multimedia also includes yung creation or graphics design. So your IT titles could be a web developer, you can be a web designer, database administrator, digital media specialist, content manager, graphic designer, digital artist. Okay, so if your strength outside computing is arts, drawing, so you may also improve that skill of yours through computing or digital artistry. Okay, so imbes na conventional drawing ang gagawin natin, we use, o yung paghahaluin mo yung dalawang skill mo, computing and drawing. So you draw using digital tools. Okay, so those four are the IT pathways. Of course, kahit iba-iba yung mga IT titles, iba-iba yung pathways, pare-pareho lang sila ng requirement when it comes to IT industry. Kapag nag-apply kayo, merong mga checklist na hahanapin sa inyo. Qualifications, in short. So these are the IT skills that fall and these are categorized in 3 general categories. So ano yung mga hanaping skills sa inyo? You should have employability skills. Katanggap-tanggap ba kayo as an employee? Technical skills. What do you know? What skills do you have? And the third is industry-specific skills. Do you match what we need? Ito yung kailangan namin. Do you have it? Okay? Under employability skills, these are the basic skills. Kahit anong industry, be it IT, be it nursing, be it education, be it engineering, ito yung skills na hinahanap natin. Employability. Kailangan you have communication skills. You have organization skills, critical thinking, decision making. So these few of the employability skills. If you have good communication, if you have organization skills, you know how to be part of organization, marunong kang makisama, marunong kang maging team player. You can also handle a team. It's organization skills. Critical thinking. When given a problem, you know what to do. You know how to make a decision. That's decision making. So kahit anong course yan, kahit anong industry, these are the employability skills na hinahanap. Why? Because they are looking for an employee na minimal supervision. Ibig sabihin, hindi ko kailangan tutukan ka oras-oras para lang i-check kung ginagawa mo yung trabaho mo. If you have the skills, you require minimal supervision. So, alam ko, tiwala yung boss mo na kaya mong gawin yung trabaho mo para magawa ko rin yung trabaho ko as a boss. So pero kapag merong major problems, we can discuss about it. Pero yung basic, kayang-kaya mo because you have this employability skills. Okay? Tindihan? Next, technical skills. Anong meron sa technical skills? Juarez, can you read? Ano yung mga 4?
Programming languages, computer software and hardware, system architecture, internet principles.
Okay. For technical skills, ito na yung yung course niyo, kung ano yung skills na na-develop nyo sa course niyo. So, you should know how to program. Mas maganda, mas malawak na program languages yung alam nyo, mas maganda. You know how to handle computer software and hardware. You know system architecture. You know the principles of internet and networking. Okay? So these are the technical skills that is required of you. And industry-specific skills. Kian, can you read for me?
Ma'am, paulit po.
Industry-specific. O yung mga skills under industry-specific. Can you read? Yung nasa PowerPoint.
Compliance standards and protocols, vendor-specific certification, industry-specific terminology, company or industry practices.
Okay. Thank you, Kian. So, meron kang employability skills. Pasok. Meron kang technical skills. Pasok. Okay. Lastly, ang hanapin ko sa inyo, as an employee, meron ka ba nung hinahanap namin when it comes to industry? Ano yon? Do you know Cisco? Okay? So industry-specific skills could also be a software-specific. Ang focus kasi namin, Cisco tools. So meron ka bang alam about Cisco? Cisco is a network company. Ang focus namin is all the Microsoft products. Do you have knowledge with Microsoft products? That is industry-specific skill. Okay? So, depende sa vendor. Your vendor is kung ano yung company. Industry-specific terminologies. You know the common terminologies. Company or industry practices. Okay? The best practices. IT skills standards, compliance standards, and protocols. Okay? Some companies will require you certifications or yung mga exams. Like, example, if mag-a-apply tayo sa gobyerno, or if you want to work in government, you have to pass civil service exam. Parang ganun din yung concept sa mga IT company. If some companies will require you a Java certification kasi ang focus nila is Java development or yung mga products nila is through Java. So just to make sure na meron kang alam sa Java, hindi lang nasa transcript mo, I might require you as a company to have a Java certification. Okay? So those are industry-specific skills. Intindihan? Okay. Nawala na sila. Next. Okay. So these are just examples or concepts included in a particular skill. So applications development or software development, you can see C#, Java, C++, SAP, Ajax, PHP, .NET, Business Object, LAMP. Lahat yan ma-encounter nyo along the way. It may not be everything, di lahat ma-encounter nyo, but some are, yung matututunan nyo will be applied. Like you have Java. In the next year, you have C# or C++. So yung mga concepts na yun could be applied for applications development or software engineering. LAMP, PHP, starting again, this will be on third year level. You have this. Also CMS or content management system. C#, Java pa din. So you also know .NET could be applied for web development. So if you could notice one skill, marunong ako sa Java, I know C#, I know C++, pwedeng mapunta ako sa software development. Pwedeng mapunta ako sa web development. Okay? Another example. Networking and telecommunication skills, security skills. So these are all about networking. And when you say network administration or network systems, included lagi dyan ang security. So overlapping din yung mga requirements niya. Like Linux, Unix administration. Nakikita nyo rin siya dito. Linux, Unix administration. Linux or Unix is para siyang Windows. Windows alternative, okay? You will know this second year. Okay? Voice over Internet Protocol. Pag-aaralan nyo yan sa networking. Cisco Network Administration. You have at least 3 to 4 subjects of Cisco. So lahat to pag-aaralan nyo starting second year. Voice over or VoIP administration. Windows 7, you will know more about Windows and OS second year. Professional, Checkpoint Firewall, Cisco Network Administration, Certified Information System Security. Okay, so these concepts are included in Network Systems and Security Administration. Next, you can see here, parang naulit lang yung software development. Okay, so applications development and software development, similar lang siya. Technical service skills, you should know what the basics in Linux and Unix administration, Cisco network, HDI. Pagka IT support ka, hindi lang support. Parang doon sa mga pathways, actually support is pinaka less involvement sa mga skills. Pero ang disadvantage niya is kailangan alam mo lahat. Kasi any part ng problem, kailangan alam mong i-service. You don't develop, you don't administer, pero pag nagka-problema, ikaw yung first aid. So kailangan alam mo lahat ng concept. So that's technical service or IT support. Software development, similar with application development, you can still see Java, C#, .NET, C++. Okay? So these are the concepts or skills that you will be needing to land an IT career. And when it comes to IT career, when it comes to IT career, hindi lang po IT company ang pwede nyong applyan. Hindi lang purong IT industry ang pwede nyong puntahan. Across industry, nowadays, lahat yan may IT. Be it school, you have an IT department. Hospital, you have an IT department. Hotel, you have an IT department. So kahit anong industry, meron na silang IT department. So you can apply there as with a specific IT position. So if you could notice here, with this example for network administrator, so by graduation, na-realize mo or during your learning sa BSIT, na-realize mo your strength is network and security. Mas nag-enjoy ka sa network systems and security. So, ang mga pwede mo puntahan with this statistics, malaking part or 56.7% is professional, scientific, and technical services o IT industry talaga. 41% is social and healthcare. So, ibig sabihin, network administrator for hospitals, marami din kasi 41%. Others, educational services, schools, okay? And finance and insurance. Banking, meron din silang network and security administration. So, these are the top 4 industries that needs or hires network administrator and security administrators. For system analysts or programmers, the top 4 are healthcare, social and assistance, construction, professional, scientific, technical services, finance and insurance. Ma'am, construction, yung gumagawa ng building. Meron silang focus sa engineering, which is AutoCAD. That's a different, So, they design, or parang yung pagde-develop na ng building, pagde-design ng building, is through computer na. So, kasama rin yun. Okay? Finance and insurance, banking. Softwares, apps used by online banking. So, system analysts, software developers ang gumagawa niyan. Okay? So, these are the industries. If you want to focus on programming, if you want to focus in developing a program, developing a software, the top 4 industries are hospitals, construction, IT specific or IT industry, and finance or banking, insurance. And lastly is web developers. For web developers, the top 4 industry is professional scientific technical service or IT industry, data processing, hosting, related services, other information services, like yung mga companies that uses cloud. Okay, so cloud focus, cloud computing. Funds, trust, and other financial vehicles, still in banking, and healthcare and social assistance. So if you can notice, hospitals, lagi nandyan yan. Either web developer, either software developer, or network administrator. Lahat yun kailangan sa isang hospital. Okay? Healthcare. Kasi companies like that, puro in-house na. Hindi na sila yung, pag sinabing in-house, ano ba? Pag sinabing in-house, sa kanila yung programmer. Sila yung nagbabayad sa programmer. Kapag third party or outsource, maghahanap sila ng company, okay, hospital, maghahanap siya ng IT company, tapos yung IT company, meron siyang programmer. Okay? Okay, sana naintindihan yung in-house and outsource. So, outsource, like BPO or call centers. Ito yung concept ng outsource. Share ko lang. BPO stands for Business Processing Outsourcing. Yung company, nasa Amerika. Ngayon, ano bang, example, yung company ay credit card sa Amerika. So, ang mga may-ari ng credit card, American. Yung company, American. Yung gumagamit ng credit card, American. Tapos, syempre, meron silang customer support or customer service. Customer service, yun yung pag may problema sa credit card mo, kapag magre-request ka ng statement of account, tatawag ka sa customer service. And then, ngayon, yun yung part ng company na in-outsource nila. Saan nila in-outsource? Sa Pilipinas. Kaya marami tayong BPO company all call center dito. Ibig sabihin, yung isang Amerikano na may credit card, nagka-problema siya, tatawag siya sa number ng credit card, pero ang makakausap niya, Pilipino. Kasi naka-outsource yung part nila or department na yon. So, makakausap niya Pilipino na nag-i-English, tapos a-assist siya sa problema niya. Kung hindi yun outsource, in-house, tatawag yung Amerikano about credit card niya, ang makakausap niya, American din na nasa Amerika. Okay? In-house yun. Ibig sabihin na ang nagpapasweldo nun is yung credit card company mismo. Naintindihan po natin yung concept na yon? Okay, tapos na. In-house and outsourcing. Nasaan na yung mga kausap natin? Guys, are you still with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yun po yung mga skills, IT positions, careers that you can land, IT or industries that require or hires IT. Okay? So yun yung pwede maging, yung pwede nyo puntahan or dapat nyo puntahan after 4 years. Any questions about IT careers, driving force, information technology? That's the whole chapter 1. Any questions so far? Ano guys? May question ba tayo? Okay. Wala kayong question? Okay. Ano tayo ulit? Kahoot. Ano lang, disclaimer lang guys. Kahoot, yung mga laro natin sa Kahoot, hindi talaga sila graded. Okay? Ano lang siya, parang review lang yun para sa atin. It's not a quiz, so wala siyang grade. Hindi maapektuhan yung grade nyo. Kasi kawawa nga yung mga naka-data or mabagal yung data. Pero as much as possible, mag-participate tayo para na nadadagdagan yung learning natin. Or for fun. Nag-enjoy ka ba, Trinidad? Are you having fun? Game?
Ma'am, wait.
Ay, sige, wait lang. Here's game. Okay, end of lesson chapter 1 na yung diniscuss natin today. O laksama na next time na lang. AR stands for, first question, artificial resource, red. Blue, artificial reality. Yellow, augmented reality. Green, augmented resource. Okay. Answer, augmented reality. Okay, most of you nakuha. Thank you. Naksama na next time tayo, ne? Bawi tayo next time. Celis Pogi, ikaw na mahal. Question number 2, not included in the 4 central ways. Not included, Red, international support and systems. Blue, programming and software development. Yellow, network systems. Green, web digital communication. Parang nakikita niyo pala. Not included. Okay. 50-50. So, red is yung international, hindi siya included. Software's network included yon. Leading, hindi ko nakita. Number 3, programming falls in what category of IT skills? Red, industry-specific skill ba siya, yung programming? Programming is cooking skills, blue. Employability skills siya, yellow. Green, technical skills. Anong programming, anong skill yung programming? 13 na tayo nakasagot. 11, technical skills. Very good. Buti na lang walang cooking skills. Yung Tupperware kanina, Noel, leading. Number 4, AI stands for augmented information, red. Blue, artificial intelligence. Yellow, augmented intelligence. Green, artificial information. Kapag po hindi kayo naka-answer within 20 seconds, nag-next agad yun. Artificial intelligence, very good. Okay, nandito yung iba. Kalahati ng klase. Leading, Noel pa din. Para sa ML10, no, Noel. Number 5, communication skills fall in what category? Communication. Is this technical skills? Red. Blue, industry specific. Yellow, employability. Green, cooking. Nawalan ng net. Sorry, Fabiala. Bawi tayo next time. Delay. Employability skills. Delay dyan sa inyo sa transmission. Kawawa naman. Noel, leading. Number 6, it is not a category of IT skills. Cooking skills, employability, technical, industry. Not a category siya of IT skills. 3, 2, 1. Hindi siya IT skill, Bagal signal. Okay, very good. Tatlo yung skills natin. Employability, technical, at saka industry specific. Gigil nyo ako. Okay, Noel pa rin leading. IoT stands for, IoT yan ha. Information of Things, red. Blue, Internet of Technology. Yellow, Information of Technology. Green, Internet of Things. 2, 1. 19 answers. Yung mga 19. Ay, bakit 8? Information of Technology. Gigil nyo ako. 4 lang yung sumagot ng tama. IoT is Internet of Things. Thank you, Rio. 8 of 10. Critical thinking. Anong category siya ng IT skills? Red, employability. Blue, technical. Yellow, industry specific. Green, cooking skills. Again, critical thinking. Okay, very good. Employability, critical thinking. May cooking skills. Talagang naninindigan yung Tupperware na yun na. Rio, leading pa din. Last 2 questions. Yan, critical thinking pa rin. Naulit. Naulit lang. Critical thinking falls into what category of IT skills? Employability, red. Blue, technical. Yellow, industry specific. Green, cooking skills. Pag naman, may sumagot pa ng green. Ay, very good. Swelo ko naman. Thank you. Critical thinking is, yes, employability. Okay, Rio still leading. And last question. Question number 10, compliance standards and protocols fall in what category of IT skills? Red, technical. Blue, cooking. Yellow, employability skills. Green, industry specific. Four, 3, 2, 1. Okay, very good. 15 got industry specific. Okay. Okay, top natin, Frank, Rio, Duway, top 1. Wala kayong question. We're already done with chapter 1. Yan. If mabagal yung internet natin, bawi-bawi lang next time. Ganun talaga, nangyayari talaga yan. Okay, thank you so much for your time today. I hope nag-enjoy kayo sa session natin. I'll dismiss you early para meron kayong pahinga time before your next period. So, yun lang. Any concerns before we go? Wala? Everyone, mic up.
None, ma'am.
Okay
None,
tayo? Okay?
Yes po.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you po.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good day, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Good night po.
Bye.
Thank you po.
Tupperware.